Hey guys, what's up? Just want to make this video to kind of help out with the whole texture loss problem. Seen a lot of my friends and a lot of people that play on the server I play on have questions about, like, you know, what graphics mods do you use, how do you fix the texture loss. I just wanted to help out that as best as possible, show them what works for me and what hopefully would work for them as well. Now, of course, it might not work for everybody because we all have different computers. I have a 1070 with a Ryzen 9 3900X, and you know, someone else may have something better or something worse, but this is what's worked out for me, and hopefully it works out with you guys. Three things that I've figured out that helped out the best combined with how I want my game to look, which is as best as possible without having any texture loss at all. And a lot of videos don't show that. A lot of videos just tell you to turn down your settings as low as possible and clear your cache. And one, I recommend do not clean your cache at all. And I don't want my game to look like crap. You know, this game, I play this game for fun, and I want my game to look good while I have fun, you know. That's why I use a graphics mod. I use NVE, Natural Vision Evolved, and Reshade. Reshade is a pretty good option. I recommend for anybody if you can't afford NVE. There's other graphics mods out there that are really good out there, but I definitely recommend getting Reshade. Reshade is basically you throw it in your game files and it gives you this little menu that allows you to adjust anything, to adaptive fog, which looks kind of trash, HDR, and it's all adjustable with any sliders down here. You're able to make your game look absolutely insane, like with cinematic DOV or DOF, clarity, whatever that is. You can add a cursor for some reason if you really wanted to. Film grain, emphasize, anything. You can even put like borders on the top and bottom for cinematics and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that Reshade allows you to do that you can do. Another one, EMB series, I don't quite recommend it. It was just my luck with it. It wasn't very good with it. If you want to use it, you can. It is still a pretty good one, but I really do recommend Reshade. Anyways, let's get on with this. A few things in your graphic settings. A few big things. One, you want to keep your video memory as low as possible. Of course, if you want your game to look good, you have to compromise. Rule of thumb for my computer, what I like to do is try to keep it around 2000 or lower, and I've been able to make that work, as you can tell. Biggest things I recommend turning off is population density, population variety, and distance scaling. Population variety does mess with video memory, the other ones don't, but just to be safe, turn them all down. VSync you can have on or off. All of these, that's up to you, but these three, recommend highly. Extended texture budget, I have mine 4 clicks. You could go higher, you could go lower. I'm not quite sure what it does. It's new to me, and I'm pretty sure it's been recently added. But I have mine set to 4 clicks because that's what I've been told to do by a lot of my friends. And another one is texture quality. Texture quality, yeah, you're gonna compromise from being on the highest setting, very high, down to normal, but the compromise isn't enough to keep it up. So I recommend taking it down as low as it can go, which to normal. It really helps out a lot. Now, with everything else, do as you please. You don't really need to touch anything else. If you want, you can adjust them ever so slightly. You can adjust them big. I have mine as high as everything else, as high as it can go. And I have minimal to no texture loss at all. And it seems to work just fine. Now, another thing that I recommend doing is installing a program called Prio. Prio is a beautiful thing that allows you to save your priority settings through Task Manager. Prio, basically, go here to this website right here, www.prnwatch.com/Prio. Download the x64 version, You can download the XE. Not sure if it's most likely the same, but I downloaded the 64-bit version because I have a 64-bit computer, of course, as do a lot of people should have. If you don't, sorry. But basically, inside Task Manager, you're able to go to Details and then scroll down to any program you want. For this instance, it would be FiveM. And you're allowed to set your priority. You want to set this thing to high priority. I haven't restarted my computer yet, so Prio isn't taking effect until I restart the computer. What you want to do is, after you install it, is restart your computer. And what Prio does is it gives you this little fancy dancy check mark that allows you to save the priority set to any program you set it to. So FiveM, I have mine set to high. I would not recommend going to real time. Real time can cause unnecessary and useless crashing. For me, I did experience a lot more crashing than normal. For the next guy, probably not. Who knows? But I recommend setting it to high. It's normally set to normal. I have mine set to high. Make sure this check mark is checked, and you restart your computer, and this should save every single time you open up FiveM. If you don't have Prio, you're still able to save your priority, or you're still able to set your priority, but you won't be able to save it. So every time you launch FiveM, you'll have to go into your task manager and set priority to high, and it is just a pain. Prio makes it so much easier. For that, that's basically it. Just a few things, graphic settings, and fancy dancy little program. Really helped me out a lot. Not a lot to do anything, with helping me out. For the next guy, of course, it may be a little bit different, but this is what's helped out for me. Now, a lot of videos out there tell you to clear your cache. I wouldn't recommend clearing your cache, because what that's basically doing is it's deleting all the temporary files in GTA 5 or FiveM, whatever you delete them from, most likely FiveM. I'm not sure what files you delete them from. I have to figure that out again, but I'm not worried about it because I'm never going to delete my cache. Basically, when you delete your cache, you're basically having to reinstall everything over again. Every single car, every single wheel, body kit, clothing item, every single prop in the map, everything, all the stuff that is not normally in the base game, you have to reinstall. And of course, it's going to do it all for you, but it takes time and it takes processing power. And what it's doing is, since you have to reinstall all those mods and stuff, people's body kits on their vehicles won't load, people's clothing items will load, sometimes even whole cars won't load, and you'll be running into them not realizing it, and then they're getting mad at you because you can't see their car. I've had it done to me a lot, and it is kind of frustrating, but I feel their pain because I've done it to other people too. So I would not recommend clearing your cache at all. If you're still having problems, I mean, you can go ahead and give it a shot, but it does take a while to reinstall all that stuff again, especially if you're playing on a heavily modded server like I do. And of course, probably we all do that's going to be seeing this. Anyways, that's it. Hope this really helps you guys out. Hope this really sets some stuff straight for you guys. And have a nice day.